Well, there's our peregrine. She's been calling. I think she's looking for the mate. She's right on one of the poles, light poles, down by the Boeing Aerospace building. And hopefully we'll get her calling again. She's not far from where she goes to take her bath, so she was on the corner of the building calling, and she sailed over here and she was calling, and then now we're waiting to see if she's going to go take her bath. But definitely making the E-chirp noise. Like, there you go. They do that when they hand off food, and that's their mating call also. So she's looking for her mate. He must be back in the area. How interesting is that? Oh yeah, we'll get a little close-up on her now. Look at that eye. Isn't that fantastic? Oh yeah, she's looking every which way. She's trying to locate that mate. She must have seen him fly by and she's been calling. Look at those big eyes, a beautiful yellow around her cere. Look at that. What a magnificent bird. We get excited every time we find them. This is really a hot spot to find the peregrine. Almost every time we come down here, the Boeing Aerospace building by the pond right there in Kent, Washington. They sleep on the building every night. They hang out in the area and we usually get a good video. Look at that. We're so close, our sun is perfect. She's just looking around here. I'm curious now. I want to see if I can locate that male. We'll go see if we can locate him. Alright. Well, he's going to preen up a little bit. Get himself all spruced up here on the pole. All those feathers squared away. And we like it when we find them preening. I can't get over how beautiful this blue sky is. We got the perfect lighting now. We're just watching for a while. I don't know where she's at. She's probably up on the building. There, we got a good profile shot on him that time. Oh yeah, now he might do his tail for us. Oh, a stretch. Look at that, would you? My goodness, that's nice. We like that. I think it's stretch this way. Look at him stretch. Oh my, how beautiful that is. Well, how lucky can you get to get a shot like that? Peregrine Falcon checking everything out. Look at how alert he looks now. He's probably ready to take off. Well, he's going to put his foot up again. We certainly enjoyed that. He's watching that airplane again, that model airplane. All beautiful black and yellow around his eyes. Look at that. Alright. Look how big those feet are. Oh, now he's going to preen that tail. Look at that, would you? I like it when he cleans up like that. We're so lucky to have this spot here to watch these birds. You get blue sky like this, my goodness. Yeah, he's going to get all those feathers preened up, just showing off, just beautiful for us. Now here's our peregrine falcon in the water, thinking about taking the bath. She waded out to where it's halfway deep. She was on her favorite light pole. There she got a little drink. And I think she's wanting to take a bath. And I want to make a movie of it. Oh yeah, she's bobbing in there now. Let's see what happens here. Scratching up a little bit. She roosts every night on the Boeing Aerospace building. And oh yeah, look at her bathe now, bobbing around a little bit. Having a good time. Yeah, she obviously caught something to eat earlier a little bit. She was on her light pole and I'd made a small movie. Oh yeah, look at her bobbing and splashing now. And she decided to fly down here and take a bath. I'm all excited about it. I've been filming the Peregrine Falcon here at the Boeing Aerospace Building for a few years. I've never caught her bathing. I actually got fairly close now, so we're having filtered light. This should come in very good. See that big eye she's got there, and she's actually used to people. Where she roosts, they're working around there with road equipment and digging, and the noise doesn't seem to bother her. So, oh yeah, she works really well with the people. I'm actually shooting from my car window. I have a window mount from my camcorder. So the car serves as a blind. I can get fairly close, and I've got it clamped to the window, and she's here just taking a little bath, looking around. Actually, she's making a very good movie for us. She's not really getting into the bath vigorously, but she is bathing. Yeah, she's fluffing around a little bit. This is the female. We're still waiting for the male to return here. He winters out here too, but he's late this year, so we are a little bit concerned about that. There she's getting another little drink. Maybe she'll bob in the water again. They like to stay cleaned up because they're a raptor. They eat meat, and blood is a contaminant, so they need to stay fastidious and clean. So it helps keep down on the diseases. Well, I think we're going to call that good then. We got a pretty good movie here of her, and doesn't look like she's going to get really into her bath too much. Just a little cleanup. So we'll call that good then, and enjoy the video. Alright, the Peregrine flew up here to dry off. Had a nice bath. Sailed over here now, and going to get all preened up. See, the breast feathers are all wet. Had a good bath too, she did. Got a full crop. She's going to work on these feathers. Get all squared away. What a great bird to view. She was in that bath for quite a while. She was monkeying around in there, and we could see her full crop. My goodness, she had a good feed today, and she said, well, I'll fly up here on top of the pole and preen up my feathers. Getting a little oil on there, getting everything waterproofed again. Nice yellow color around her. That's a good healthy bird. Now you can see that lump there in her crop. She got a good feed. A real nice yellow feet. Look how long her toes are. So we'll just watch her for a while and see how she preens up here. And we certainly like that. A nice sunny day. It warmed up now. She had a good bath. Now it's going to get all these feathers preened up. She's just sitting there on top of her light pole. We're actually on the corner of 59 Place South and 62nd Avenue South, Kent, Washington. Right next door to the Boeing Aerospace, they got an indoor tennis court, and that's where we're at. And this is one of our resident Peregrine Falcons. Looks to be the female. She's had a bath over in the field across the road and is now preening up. And we get to witness it. It's a great view. Blue sky, and watch everything she does here. Every day you get a close-up like this with blue sky. This is absolutely fantastic. Alright, well, now she's getting around the other side. She's got a lot of work to do. She was in that bath for quite a while. But she feels comfortable here, so we're going to keep an eye on her. Yep, working in there. Those breast feathers all squared away. We like that. You're going for the tail again. Getting in the back between her feathers, going to the oil gland. Looks like she dunked her head under a couple of times too. She had a good bath. Didn't see any ducks around there. She kind of spooked them out of the area. But they use that field a lot. I've now learned to keep an eye on those traffic cones and those puddles, because that's where they do their bathing. And sometimes you just get lucky and get a good video like this. We're very close. We're shooting with a Canon SX60, 16.1 megapixels. It's called a Power Shot. Man, is it a good camera for birding. You can zoom in, you don't even need binoculars with this thing. My, there she's smoothed out and off she goes. She's headed back towards the building. All right. Yeah, the trucks are firing up now. They're shutting some of them down, firing a few of them up. Oh yeah, they got her leg out. Gonna preen a little bit. How's that for a happy camper? Look at the size of those feet and talons. No wonder she can catch them ducks, huh? It's a resident Peregrine Falcon at the Boeing Aerospace Building, Kent, Washington. Oh yeah. Reaching around the back now. Preen up them feathers. Oh yeah. Working around there. Stretch that foot back out. See what she's up to. You're gonna fan that tail out and stretch now. Look at that, would you? Look at the size of them feet. Beautiful bird. Yep, that's our Peregrine Falcon. Oh yeah, we'll watch her preen up a while here. She's had a busy day, so now she just kind of little maintenance on her feathers. Now she's fluffing out her breast feathers and reaching back in here between her wings. Oh yeah. How good is that? She's gonna put on a little show here. I can see under her tail, see all the fine stripes and markings. My goodness. Well, we certainly like that. They have kind of a buff color, then they have the light feathers with the dark stripes there you can see on her thighs. Sometimes when they sleep, they put their head right between the wings there in the back. But she's busy on a cleanup now. Oh yeah, she's getting right in there. Beautiful markings. There's her head. You can see the underside of her tail a little bit here. Oh yeah. Getting everything cleaned up. Got her eyelid shut there, and you see a fuzzy feather floating away. She wants to get everything squared away here. My goodness. I see her from this angle doing a makeover here. Oh yeah. She hears a noise or another bird, she'll pay close attention. Still finishing up here. Just working in there and getting it all squared away. See what she's going to do here. Working on that wing now. She looks pretty content. Now she's going to do the breast feathers a little bit. I like it watching when she preens. Keeps her feathers all oiled up, all straightened out. She likes this perch. It must be a cap on it. It must be comfortable on her feet because she sits there every day. I mean, she just likes it there. Alright, looks like she's kind of going to get under her wing now, see? There you go. Draw them through her beak there and get them all straightened out. And getting under there. It's a peregrine falcon in the middle of a preening session. Yep, Boeing Aerospace facility, and then we have the world's fastest bird. It's kind of a good mascot for them. Alright, yeah, there she's picking up. We're rolling it over a little bit. Got us a happy camper here. Oh yeah, look at that one. Gee whiz, that is a good sized bird. Check that out. Yeah, I'm thinking then we got us a pigeon here, and a good sized one at that. There, she's moving around. Look at that wing. That's a good sized wing. I still don't know exactly what kind of bird that is. That was a big wing. That looked bigger than a pigeon. It might have been a duck even. I don't know. It's something else. Now she turned around and gave us the backside. See how her wings cross? Peeking over here a little bit. Over her shoulder. Yeah, we're still watching you. Yeah, that was a good sized carcass. That might even been a duck. We don't know. There she's tearing into it. Giving us a different profile here, a different angle. Well, we like that. Absolutely. Yeah, we may have us a duck meal up here. Well, they used to be known as the duck hawk, you know, the peregrine falcon, because they're really a great hunter. That was their nickname, the duck hawk. When I grew up, and then of course I got more perfected, more knowledge, and now of course I got three kinds of peregrine falcons or four, and you can tell them apart. So he's evolved more than the duck hawk, but he lives up to his name. They catch ducks on a regular basis, so there you go. Well, I like this angle. You can see our wings and tail are just about the same length. A very streamlined bird when they get into a dive. Get up to about 200 miles an hour and hit a duck. I've seen falcons hit pheasants too. That's quite a sight to see. Oh yeah, he's really having a good meal here. Yeah, kind of finishing up her little meal here, and she'll have plenty of leftovers from this big carcass. She is thoroughly enjoying it. Oh yeah. And it's a fresh carcass. It can't be more than a day or so old because it's good red meat yet. There you go. If it gets old and putrefied, she wouldn't eat it, but as long as it's fresh, she'll eat on it and try to finish it all. Take a few days. All this going on above head, a lot of people don't even know it, but hey, that's the way it is. She blends right in, got a good spot. My job to document it here. I enjoy it and share it with many people all over the world. There she's looking around. She heard a little noise, see? A little pop noise. A resident peregrine falcon. Eating right here at the Boeing Aerospace Building in Kent, Washington. Alright. Now she's maneuvering around a little bit, changing positions again. Got her talons holding the bird down, stripping off big chunks of meat. Oh yeah. She's having a good feed here. Look at her work on that. How often do you get to see a falcon eating on their bird here? There you go. Let's see what she does with this. Down the hatch, huh? Look at a big bone. Maybe I can pull that out and just pull some meat off there. It's a little bit too big. There she's stripping off some tendons and meat. There you go. We'll see what she does with this. Yeah. I see the flies. This camera is so powerful I can pick up the flies that come in there and bug her. They smell the food and they want to try to get some, see? Alright. See what she's going to turn around here a little bit, see what's up. She may just leave it here as a cache now. Oh, look at her crop. See, she's got plenty to eat now. She's about full. Now she said, well, I'll just leave that be for a little bit. Go up on my perch and rest. That's usually the routine here. Try to back off a little bit. There she's cleaning up her beak a little bit. See what she's gonna maybe take off here a little bit. Let's see what goes on here. There she is. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think she's... Come in a little more. There she is. Yeah, she's kind of looking up now. Well, maybe I need to be on my higher perch. I hear some crows, and I'll sail off of here. We don't know what they think. We're just having fun. Alright, looks pretty good. There she goes. Look at that. Well, here's our peregrine falcon. Still been working on that duck kill. She's got a full crop again. And so she's up here on the west side of her building. Just kind of cleaning up, getting her toes cleaned up, preening up a little bit. A really good color on her feet and around her eyes. A good looking bird. We usually come down and check on her every couple of days, so we didn't come yesterday, so we thought we'd come down today. It wasn't raining and check up on her. She's looking pretty good. So she's well fed, so we'll see what's going on here a little bit. Back off just a little tiny bit here maybe. They're always going to clean her beak up, so she obviously had just eaten just a little bit ago and still is cleaning up a little bit. Oh yeah. There we go. Come back here a little bit. Figure out what she's going to do here, but she's definitely not hungry, so her routine is she'll roost here all day now. She's high and dry, cleaning her beak up a little bit. It's on the west side of the building today. Kind of out of the breeze, staying dry. It rained pretty good last night, so she was up there. She sleeps here every night. She stayed dry, so she's in good shape. Well fed now and ready to just kind of take it easy. Back in, there we go. Now you can see the yellow around her eyes again. She's watching some ducks fly by, but she's not hungry. And you see all the markings on her chest now, how much her crop is swelled out now. Oh yeah, there she goes. It's bugs. An insect was bugging her. That's what she was watching. Alright then. Well, we'll see what else is around the Boeing Aerospace Pond. Found the Merlin a couple of days. Well, there's a female peregrine. She came off her favorite perch, went up on the ladder here and is preening up. And the male, he's taken off, went hunting, so we're keeping an eye out for him, and we're just kind of watching her right now. There she is. Hold some of her breast feathers. She likes those plastic caps on that end caps. Makes a good perch for her. Very comfortable on her feet. This is the highest spot on her building. She wants to look around every direction. She sits up here. She might be looking for him. I expect him to come sailing through here any minute. He checked out all the perches on the building and got everything all squared away, and now he's off hunting somewhere. So we'll just keep an eye on her. She's sat in her little perch just below the top of the roof here on this ladder, and to the back side she's got a little spot. She kind of sits in there and overlooks the little pond, so we'll see what she's up to. Oh, she's looking up in the air. He may be coming back. She's bobbing her head a little bit. She saw something up high. Of course, with her binocular vision, she can see 8 times what I can see. It's looking through 8 times with the binocular. So anything goes over the top, she can see. Oh yeah, there she goes. I think she's going to take off here. Look at that. Those wings out. Look at her. She sees something here. Oh yeah, got them spread out now. There she goes. All right. She's flying over the pond now. What a great flyer. Look at that. Oh yeah, still eating on it, having a good time. There you go, got her wings flopped out there. Yeah, it's like 2 wings. She's ate all the breast off, and she might want to stash this up on top of the building or on the roll-up door. Kind of hard to manage there. She's just finishing it up. What they'll do, they'll kill something like a duck, and it's too heavy for them to haul all the way back, so they'll eat on it where they've killed it for a couple days, and then after they got it pretty well eaten, then they'll go bring what's left back like this. It doesn't weigh hardly anything now, and she's just finishing it up. Oh, now you can see what's left. She's got pretty well plucked. I think that's one of the breast feathers, or breastbone there, and a wing. Yeah, that's definitely a duck, I think. The size of that wing. Oh yeah, she'd been eating out for a couple of days, ate up all the breast. Now she's just eating what's left, the wings. Just getting a few last tidbits off of that. So she obviously had this duck stashed. That was one of her kills, and hung out on the building and digested. And now just there she goes, flying over there a little bit. Got it sitting on top of there. She's all proud of herself. Got her kill. Whoa, draped over the top now. Look at that. I thought it was going to fall off of there. I'm going to clean up her beak a little bit. So she's all happy. She can see by the size of her crop she's had plenty, and got her kill up here, all safe and sound, and she can kind of take it easy now. Now she's going to clean up that beak. She's a happy camper now. Oh yeah. There you go. Checking out her feet and her talons. Look at that blue sky. Absolutely wonderful. I'm going to turn around this way now. A good looking peregrine falcon. My goodness. There's a little close-up. You can see her crop looks fairly full. She's been closing her eyes a little bit. They must have been hunting together this morning and caught something to eat. A lot of ducks on the pond. Both eyelids are closed now. That's why they turn up light. So you tell when their eyes are closed, because their eyelids are light colored. Well, hopefully we'll see the male sail back in. He was flew in on the other side around the corner, and he took off on the hunt. So we'll look around and see if we can find him. All right, this is the male, the Tersel Peregrine Falcon. He relocated, flew over here now, and looks like he's going to try to preen up. Now the female, she looks like she had something to eat, so we just made a video of her about half full and sitting up there he's trying to take a nap. But he still may be on the hunt. He flew in about 9:22, and then of course as soon as I got set up he flew over here. So here he is sitting up here on the top of his perch watching everything that flies by. He was going to try to preen a little bit, but now his eyes are following every duck and every bird that flies, because I think he's probably still hungry. He hasn't filled up yet. So we'll keep a close eye on this guy, and maybe we'll see him take out after something. But we're glad they're back. They winter out here every winter, so it's a great opportunity for anybody who wants to get a close-up of a peregrine falcon, because they're not afraid of people and usually sit still, especially after they've eaten. You can slip up on them and get some very good shots. Alright, well, I don't think he's going to preen now. He's just going to hang out a little bit, so you can see the wind blowing his fluffy feathers there. Well, he's moving. He might be up to something here. He may preen yet. He's yawning a little bit. Oh, the head's up. He's cocked and ready here. Look at this guy. Maybe he's thinking about taking out after that duck that flew into the pond here. Got a little retention pond right below him, and there's a mallard flew in. And he may be watching that. I'm getting these feathers all squared away here. Well, we like watching. There the head's going. Look at this guy. And looking over at the big pond now. We had a drought. We had a good rain and got some fresh water in the pond, and it's always going to fly, I think. There he goes. Get ready. He's going to fly, and there he comes. Well, here's our peregrine falcon. He flew over on the light pole now. He was over here trying to correct the red tail. He came over here, and I got fairly close, so we're going to keep a little eye on him now and see what he's up to. We've got filtered light. A little bit of a breeze now. But he was over there displaying or doing some aerial maneuvers around the female. He's came back from where he was. We've been waiting for him to show up here at the wintering spot. And he just showed up. First time we've seen him. We've been watching every day for a couple of weeks. And he's finally showed up here and was flying and buzzing her, and so they were getting along just fine, and we're happy to see that he's back. And he was dive bombing a red tail, and he sat up in the tree for a while and kept an eye on the ducks. And here he is. He came over on the light pole now. I've seen him on this pole before. But it's right by the pond, and you can see the ducks, and he's in the perfect spot for hunting. So we'll spend a little time here and see what he's up to. Good looking bird though. They've been here for several years. We're at the Boeing Aerospace facility in Kent, Washington. The road makes a curve, and there's a pond there, and he's right on the light pole right there at the end of the curve. We're at the 59 Place South and 62 Avenue South, Kent, Washington. That's exactly where he is. Alright, Well, we'll check him out. Nice little Tersal Peregrine Falcon, immature. And he's sitting up here having a really good time. He's watching everything that moves. He's got his head bobbing. I think he might be thinking about sailing off of here. Oh, look at him look. My goodness. He's got his mind on something here. And there he goes. All right. And there he is. He just landed. Flew out after them blackbirds and red-winged blackbirds and made a miss. Then he pulled up, made his circle, and came right back here. But when he took off, those birds were half a block away. And that's when he made his decision to go try to catch one. It was a good close call. He did good. Our little falcon's quite the hunter here. He'd make a good bird for falconry, I'll tell you that. That's what he thinks about that. He wants to be free, I guess. I'm just kidding, of course. A good little falcon here. He is really great. We like watching him. Very interesting. Got him on the takeoff and the return. We're happy about that. Well, we'll see what his next setup is. So far we've seen him chase 2 ducks and a flock of red-winged blackbirds. Ah, he's cocking his head, looking up, looking every direction now. They're alert. That's how they survive. They don't miss much. When he cocks his head and looks up, that means there's usually a bird of prey way up high. Could be an eagle, red tail or something. And if he calls, well, that would be another peregrine, because they do communicate. They'll call it in. Try to interact, you know, they're social. Oh yeah. Looks over here. Okay, getting ready to take off. There he goes on another hunt, and he's off. Coming around the corner of the building. Gonna change perches now. All right. Gonna hunt from the side where the ducks are. He just landed over there. Okay, he's located to the west side of the building now. That's in between the 2 buildings here, the new warehouse and the Boeing Aerospace building. This is where the ducks sail through. So he's getting set up because the wind's in the right direction. When the ducks come off the pond and they sail through here, he'll try to catch them like he did the last time. He had a near miss, so. But he's in the spot now for catching ducks. This guy knows all about these perches. That's 3 perches he's used. And how he could learn about them that quick, I don't know. So that means he's been here before. She may have taught him a little bit here when I wasn't around. Or she could have showed him something last year before he went on migration. Because they take care of their youngsters. She would have brought him here, show him how to hunt on migration, and take him on his way, and then he's now working his way back north for spring. That's my theory of it, trying to figure out these birds. I'm not that good in bird psychology, but we're working on it, I'll tell you that. A lot of things we got to figure out here. Beautiful bird though, nice streaked chest. My goodness, his legs and feet will get more yellow as he gets older. All right. Well, here's our peregrine falcon. He was off on a hunt. Sailed back here to the Boeing Aerospace building with his pigeon. He's been working on that. There he's turning around now. Give us a nice profile shot. Eat on his food here. You can see his big yellow feet holding it down. And you see his tail, he's molting a little bit, the deck feather. Center one. He's just having a good time with this kill here. I'll get him all filled up. There's a lot of meat on a pigeon. Have a lot of good breast meat. He's got his back to us now. We'll see if he turns around. He's doing a great job here. We saw him fly off on the hunt over the pond. He circled around, and later he took off and showed up here with the pigeon. So, oh yeah, he's going to turn now. Let's see. There you can see the wing hanging down. I get a nice profile shot of our bird now eating. Yeah. I think he'd killed this one earlier, I think. It looks like he's been eating on it. He's doing a good job. That'll fill him up. There's a big breast meat on pigeons. And we do have plenty of pigeons, so. This is our juvenile Peregrine Falcon hanging out at the Boeing Aerospace Building in Kent, Washington. We think he's probably the offspring of the pair that hang out here all winter. They're over the hill beyond the airport at the saltwater, and their nest is somewhere over there. They won't be back till about August. But this is obviously one of their offspring from last year or the year before that they've showed that this is a good place for him to hunt. So he's actually here for the summer. He's enjoying the area, and he knows how to hunt and use all the perches, and same perches they use, so they got some kind of communication going there. There goes some pigeon feathers flying now. We like it when we see him on the hunt. Very quick, very agile. He flew off, sailed out over the pond, circled around, and chased a few things, and he showed up back here with this. And he landed in a spot where we got a great opportunity to watch him eat. But I just can't get over how nice and yellow those legs are. That's one of the signs of health. And around the cere in his eyes. He isn't bothered with people or cars, so he's just like the adults that hang here. They've gotten acclimated to the area, and the people are no threat, and that pond's got so many birds and ducks, it's a great spot to hunt. They have the height advantage from the ladder here. They can have the sun in the bird's eyes, and they have good success. So he's learned that too. There goes the big wing feathers. He's plucking them off now. If he gets that final one there, trying to get it pulled out. He'll work on that wing meat. Oh yeah. He's getting the crop full. There goes the feather. Now he'll work on that joint, get the meat. They don't waste much. I've seen them before. They'll eat on a pigeon and duck for a long time, especially a duck. When they're finishing it up, they'll fly up with the wings dangling and the breastbone. They'll eat on that for several days. He actually caught a duck here. I saw the feathers and stuff in the parking lot one day. So he's been hunting here on a regular basis. Well, we'll get a little bit different angle here. He's been preening up. He had a big meal. He wants to get all squared away now. There he is. He reach around there over the wing. Get everything squared away now. He sure takes notice. Any bird or duck flies by, he's interested. He's a highly spirited peregrine. He's juvenile. Has been catching his own food, been doing really good. He had a complete full crop earlier. We saw him make a couple of passes here, just chasing a crow and something on the pond. He stays very alert. I'll zoom in a little bit. There we go. That's maxed out now. He's going to clean up. That yellow sear and his dark eyes. Really a handsome bird. We like it every time we find him. Yeah, he's doing a real preening job here. Getting under that wing. Oh yeah. A busy guy here, look at that. Getting under the wing now. I like watching this guy. See how pointed that wing is? No wonder he's the fastest creature on the planet. Big feet for catching the ducks and the birds. Well, he's keeping himself busy, that's for sure. When the crows get too close to his kill he's got stashed on top of the building, he'll sail out of here and scare them away. There he going back under the wing again. Getting everything in tip-top shape. A regular flying machine here. Well, here she is on the top of the building looking over the edge. Oh yeah. Try to figure out what she's up to. Got her toe hanging over. Let's see if she's going to take off maybe. Oh yeah, there she goes. Sailing over towards the pond. She's got a full crop. Coming back in here, let's see if she lands. Circling around now. There she goes. That's how she gets on her perch, see? She was up on top eating. And here she is. She just landed. Well, she probably caught a little something and she was eating it on the top, and then we got here just at the right time. She flew off, circled around, came on her perch here. Well, we'll see what she's up to. She sure likes this building, I'll tell you that. She knows every little nook and cranny. She's got her favorite spots. Oh yeah. Now she's cleaning her beak. See, she reaches up there and can clean. Look how much headroom she's got up behind there. This is the perfect spot for her. Keeps her protected against horned owls and other things. She can sleep up there and stay out of the rain. Oh yeah, she's well protected there. Well, no wonder she hangs out here. It's a great spot for her. Right above her night perch on the Boeing Aerospace building with a pigeon. She just flew in with it. She was in the area yesterday on the light pole. There she gets a good chunk. She's able to use the building today because the workers aren't messing around. It's pretty quiet. They're steadily disassembling the building every day. They got all the siding off now, and the backside started tearing into the structure. So it won't be long until you have to start using the other building. I'll back off and show you a little bit here. It's right above her perch. There you go. You see the siding's off now. There we go. But her perch is still intact. That's that silver stripe right directly below her. And there she is, right on the top. I'll come back in. I'm going to watch her feed a little bit. She's got a fresh pigeon she caught. There she is. Seems to be getting right into it. Oh yeah, look at the markings. What a beautiful bird. Getting a little blue sky behind her now. That wind is really picking up. My goodness. Come back just a little. There we go. And there she is, enjoying her pigeon.